Sega.
Hi, I'm Jeff Beckham, Associate Brand Manager at Sega, and I'd like to welcome you back to Part 5 of our training series for Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. In this video, we will discuss the siblings, Jacqui and Sarah Bryant. Jacqui Bryant is Virtua Fighter's Jeet Kune Do practitioner. A martial arts concept created by Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do is derived from Chinese Kung Fu, but is meant to be modified to fit the individual's attributes. Jacqui's game revolves around using strings for close and mid-range, and his long legs to keep opponents at a distance. Jacqui's mid-kick reaches far and also has a string follow-up new to Final Showdown. After the initial hit, you can press punch, down kick, kick to finish it off. In order for the opponent to defend this successfully, they must guard low against the third hit. Otherwise, the fourth hit is guaranteed and will knock them down. Closer to the opponent, Jacqui can instead use his dragon combination to apply pressure. This combination is 3 consecutive mid-hits, which has an option to transition to Jacqui's side shuffle after the second hit by pressing either up or down with punch plus kick plus guard. If the third hit of the dragon combination hits your opponent, you can combo them using back kick, kick, kick. Don't be too greedy though, as your opponent will have a large advantage if they successfully block the third hit. Most of the time, the threat of the dragon combo getting blocked is enough that rather than finishing the string, you might want to mix in a side shuffle, restart the string, or do something else completely. The low slant is one of Jacqui's most powerful tools and can be used to chip away life versus an opponent standing and holding guard. Although the down back punch alone leaves Jacqui at a slight disadvantage, you can use the kick follow-up from time to time to discourage opponents from capitalizing afterward. In Final Showdown, Jacqui also gained the ability to go into his slide shuffle by pressing back after the low slant punch, or independently by pressing back, punch plus kick plus guard. From here he has a variety of options. Down kick kick will be to standing guard, and either kick or punch plus kick punch will be to ducking guard. The kick option is fairly safe and will stagger your opponent if it hits them into a wall. The punch plus kick punch option can lead to big combos but will leave you at a medium-high disadvantage, so use it sparingly. For close range combat, Jacqui's elbow is a great tool with string variations afterwards. Jacqui's high angle kick will launch the opponent on both normal and counter hits, allowing you to follow up with combos. Since this move has a slow recovery when guarded, try to use it in situations where you think the opponent will either try to throw you, or when you think they will try to attack out of a medium or heavy disadvantage. Here are a few combos from Jacqui's high angle kick. Now on to Sarah. Sarah Bryant is a speedy character who uses quick strikes to counter her opponents. This is most evident when she is in her deadly Flamingo Stance. With one leg held high in the air, her kicks are as fast as jabs and leave her victims in a daze. After a few counter hits, most opponents will rely on their guard to get them back into the fight. Sarah can break through their defense by using her throws, and by changing her attack timings with her Flamingo Step and her new slide. Here is one of Sarah's very powerful attacks. The opening knee hops over low attacks, and the follow-up jabs keep the pressure on the opponent. her final attack will lead to a heavy stagger that can lead to massive damage. If your opponent is slow to respond to the stagger, you can hit them with a big launcher. After a few hits like that, your opponent will quickly learn to shake out of the stagger and bring up their guard. This is the perfect opportunity to throw them instead. Players that are quick to recognize your strings will start to guard the final knee attack, which will put an end to your offense. Once this happens, you can start to throw your opponent after the jabs. You can also replace the final knee attack with a safer attack, such as Sarah's back kick. This puts Sarah into her powerful Flamingo Stance and keeps her on the attack. One of Sarah's main advantages over her opponents is her Flamingo Stance. The Flamingo is a tricky stance that leaves Sarah at an advantage even if the opponent blocks her attacks. This breaks the normal rules of Virtua Fighter and can completely destroy an opponent who is unfamiliar with her Flamingo moves. Even when your opponent is very knowledgeable of the Flamingo Stance, they are still placed in a dangerous guessing game where Sarah has the advantage. It is very important for all Sarah players to be familiar with the moves that put Sarah into the Flamingo Stance. Once in Flamingo, Sarah's high kick comes out lightning fast and will counter many attacks your opponent may try. The follow-up kicks will also put your opponent in a tough guessing game. This kick string of Sarah's has a sneaky low kick that is tough to block. If the low kick hits, the follow-up attack is guaranteed to hit and will put Sarah back into her Flamingo Stance. If your opponent never guards the low kick, you can just repeat the string over and over again. Most players, however, will start to guard low. This leaves them open to Sarah's kick, 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 kick string, which will lead into a good combo. One of Sarah's most powerful attacks is her back kick. This mid kick has a good range, decent speed, and is her best attack into Flamingo Stance. Even if this move is blocked, Sarah's at a large advantage and a follow-up forward kick will beat almost any attack her opponent may use. As you can see, Sarah's forward kick is one of her strongest attacks out of Flamingo. This quick mid attack deals excellent damage and knocks the opponent down, which can leave them open to further guessing games. This attack is also used to beat low attacks, such as the low punch. One of Sarah's new moves in Final Showdown is her forward kick. This is a long-range mid-attack that can reach opponents that are trying to backdash out of Sarah's range. This move turns deadly when your opponent's back is to a wall. Hitting this move will cause a wall slam, which can lead to a massive combo. Here are some simple combos that will help you get started. That's all for now. I'm Jeff Beckham from Sega, and I'll see you next time.
Knockout!